So, I have almost forgot to do a vlog today, but I said that I would do a day in the life of a Christian on Sunday. It is Sunday today. As you can see, I've got my short sleeved shirt on because it is pretty hot outside and I am just about to go to church. I've got a couple of other bits to do, but then I need to head off. The service is at 11 a.m. as usual at my local village church. As many of you know, it's an Anglican church. When I returned to Christianity, I decided to go to my village church, which is Anglican, because I was raised Anglican. So yeah, that's what's going on today. I will probably show you a look at the church building from the outside when I get down there. Do a little bit of that footage, but as I said in my previous video, I won't do any filming inside the church or at the service or anything like that. I don't like that idea personally, so I'm not going to do that. I normally have my phone switched off during the service and I just like to, well, take in the service, I suppose. So but I will do some footage later on as a part of this vlog with regards to the rest of my day, and I will do some footage later on when I'm doing prayer or if I'm doing Bible study and things like that as well. So with that being said, let's get on with today. So if you don't know, currently in the UK it's pretty hot, and that isn't the best for going into the church I'm going, because essentially the church is, that was nearly too much aftershave. The church I go to, it gets very hot inside of it on when it's been hot, like over the last few days. So I'm a little bit concerned with how hot it's going to be in the church, but hopefully it'll be all right, and hopefully everyone else in the church will be okay as well, because there's a lot of older people in the church. But it's not the hottest day that we've had today. Over the last few days it's been a lot hotter. So anyway, I'm just going to get on with some stuff like teeth and things like that, and then we'll be heading down to the church. So, church is done, and literally there's the church there, and I am walking back right now. It's basically close to lunchtime, it's about 12:15. Our service is at 11 a.m, I don't know whether I said beforehand. Luckily it wasn't too hot in the church, so that was good. It could have been hotter if if it was a little bit hotter today, it would have been quite difficult in the church, but it wasn't too bad. Quite a few people there actually today, one of the days where I've seen more people than usual. I've probably said on one of my other videos, but essentially like that, this is like a village church, and basically most of the congregation, or practically all of the congregation, are older. So I am the youngest one in the congregation, but it's still nice. It's lovely to kind of have that relationship with faith with older members of the congregation. Like it'd be nice to have some younger people in the congregation, of course, but I think what I might do is like go to some churches further out at some points, and then obviously I can kind of see if there's any more younger people there, and connect with a few more younger Christians. But yeah, I'm gonna get home now, and we'll see where else the day takes us. So I have just had lunch and I uploaded a short to YouTube. I am thinking I'll do a little bit of Bible study in a bit. That's a plane going over, if you can hear that, by the way. We are on a like a flight path and it's particularly loud. But yeah, so I am potentially going to do some Bible study later on, and I also am going to do my prayer in the evening as I normally do. I'm kind of struggling to understand whether I should vlog all of my day or whether I should just vlog the Christian parts of my day or not. This is the first vlog I've done in a very long time. I have had YouTube channels in the past where I've done vlogs and things, but I am extremely rusty, so I apologise about that. If I do vlogs in the future, I will get a little bit better. But I also wanted to mention that my book, it's probably, you won't be able to see it that well there because of all the reflection and stuff, but my book, For the Love of God, is now finished and ready for sale. The link will be down below. I've done all of my final changes on it. This is my first Christian book. It's kind of like a book partially documenting my spiritual / kind of intellectual journey with God, and it's also a book of repentance. It's quite an emotional book, full of kind of sort of highlighting to God my sins and things like that. So yeah, if that's something that interests you, then feel free to go down below in the description and you can take a look at the Amazon page. But with that being said, I am going to get on with a few other bits and bobs, and then I'm going to do some Bible study. So it is a few hours later and I've just had tea. I have been around my friend's house this afternoon for the majority of the time in between these clips. I'm now literally starting to read some of the Bible, so I'll flip you around and I'll give you a little bit of a look at my setup. So basically this is my setup here. I have this kind of breakfast in bed type tray that is really good for sort of just putting my Bible on and then reading it in bed. So that's my kind of part of my setup, and I have Bible tabs which are really cool. If you don't have any Bible tabs, they're definitely good to get. It just makes it easier when you're trying to find a specific section of the Bible, and you can just use these tabs to just basically flick to the section you want like that. So yeah, really cool. They are a help, especially when you're looking at the Bible and going through it here and there. I am currently on the page that I'm going to read, or going to start reading, which is an Old Testament book, Lamentations. So yeah, that'll be interesting. And I just kind of read and I just see what particularly stands out to me, and when things stand out to me I kind of just dwell on them for a minute and just kind of think, I wonder how I could interpret that, what that means, what's the depth in that statement, for example, because obviously there is a depth there, and obviously there are sort of different ways of looking at different statements in the Bible and stuff. So yeah, I just kind of, I'm quite natural with it, I'm quite easygoing, and I just allow whatever wants to come up and bring me some interest just present itself while I'm reading. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to get a few pages of this done, and then actually it's going to be coming close to my prayer time. So this is actually how I have it while I'm reading. So I kind of prop it up against my legs, and then it creates the perfect angle really, and I can just read it. This Bible is the New International Version, and you might be able to work out there that it is the larger print. I only got the larger print because I thought, you know what, it'll just make it easier. I do wear glasses anyway, and I can imagine that as time goes on, it's just going to be more difficult for me to read very, very fine text. So I just thought I'd get the larger print version anyway, and then I'll be alright with reading it. And I have to say, I am really glad I've got the larger print version. So it is approaching 6:30, which is about the time I would normally do my daily prayer. Sometimes it's around 6:30, sometimes it's closer to sort of 6:45, 6:50. I'll flip you around right now because I have my prayer mat on the floor and also the cross that I hold while I'm doing prayer. I do prostration and some sort of like hand gestures, hand on my heart and things like that, as I've explained in previous videos. I'm not going to film my prayer specifically because of course that's just my time with God, with Jesus, and I don't feel it's quite right to do that. I know that many Christians do film their prayer on social media and stuff. That's totally up to them. It's whatever they want to do. But I just would rather do my prayer and have that as my kind of private time. But yeah, I will flip you around and I will show you my prayer mat. So I have this kind of dark green prayer mat, and I have my wooden holding cross down there. And essentially I just do 5-10 minutes of prayer. It depends on how long my supplications are and things like that, and this is my kind of formal prayer. And other than that, I will do informal prayers in the day as and when they come up, as and when I feel I need to just briefly and informally pray to God. So yeah, I will get on with my prayer. I nearly forgot to end this vlog since I don't normally do vlogs and I'm obviously not that great of a vlogger. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed the kind of random, maybe slightly disjointed vlog that this was. I did find it a little bit difficult doing this format when normally I'm just doing like one single block video. But if I do these in future, I will most likely get into a bit more of a rhythm, and obviously make them a little bit more entertaining, a little bit more fun. So that being said, if you liked the video, then please do subscribe. If you have any comments, questions or queries, then drop them down below. And I know I didn't do the road to 1K in this video, but I will do it in the next one. We do actually have, I think, another couple of stars to add to the board so far over the last day or so. So I will do that in the next one. But for now, I will see you very soon.